Good day, everyone. Merry meet. My name is Glynis. I am the Witch of Whitetail Hollow. If you've just found my channel, well, welcome. I hope you hit the subscribe button and join me. I make videos as often as, I should say, the spirit moves me. And if you're returning, well, you guys already know I so appreciate everything. I love your comments. I love your feedback. And if there's any questions, of course, I can answer. I certainly will. But today's video, I'm gonna make as briefly as possible. Of course, you know I get a little bit chatty, so you'll just have to forgive me. But I wanted to speak to you guys today, just a little bit of chit chat. I'm making this video ahead of time, and I'm gonna upload it later. This is about the Hollow. As you know, some of you may know, I've had just a wee bit of trouble with trespassers and things on the Hollow. I know by way of video, I know by way of a neighbor phoning me, and I know that their sole purpose was probably to see if there was like some tools or something up there. And I have taken as many mundane precautions as humanly possible. I've taken every tool that I have there and everything that I consider of any kind of value, and it's no longer at the Hollow. But be that as it may, I still want to take precautions. Now, I want to say that, let's see, how can I put this? I don't think hexing and cursing, willy-nilly is the route any one person should go. But I also have to add that if you do decide that's your route, then certainly you should make sure that you are justified in what you are doing. So, because I personally, in my practice, I believe wholeheartedly that cursing and or hexing, whatever you want to call it, will not come back to you if you are justified and not, oh, I've got a feeling he's cheating on me or she's cheating on me. No. I mean, if you know for a fact, or if, things warrant it, then, you do whatever you think is the right thing to do. But, so I'm going to go. This is the part 1 of 2. This is just to explain, because what I have in front of me is a spell that was written specifically for this purpose. Specifically for the property, for me, and for this purpose. I have someone I consider a very good friend write this. She knows of the entire situation, and so what she wrote is a spell. What she wrote is not a curse, not a hex, so I want to be crystal clear about that. Where it becomes a hex in my mind and in my practice is when I wish ill and physical intent on the person who comes and wishes ill or physical intent. I just want to make that clear. What she wrote is a spell. What I add to it is my curse and or hex, whatever you want to call it. So if you're not comfortable with this, then you shouldn't watch part 2. And I certainly won't read part 2 here, because I certainly don't want to offend anyone. So again, if you're sensitive at all to curses and or hexes, there's no cursing, there's no swearing, there's none of that, because that's not me. That's just not me. But some people are very sensitive to this and don't agree with me, and that's totally fine. Not any one person is going to agree on any one thing. So, but I do want to read the last line, just the very last line of her spell, so you will know when you watch part 2, if you decide to watch part 2, so you will know where her spell ends, and then you will know where mine begins. I will take a brief pause and then I will carry on with my spell, my curse, my hex. Now in mine, how I start mine is I do my first line, my first sentence, I ask for protection. In essence, the words that I put together is asking for my protection. The second line I will say, which is just a sentence, is for prevention. The third line, again, these are just sentences, will be binding. The fourth line will be a reversal. And the fifth line will be the curse. This curse will stay with the property forevermore. And again, that's not just for anyone that walks up there. That is for someone who comes up and wishes ill, either to steal, to tag, or to squat. Any kind of ill intentions, ill feelings, anything like that, they're going to pay very, very dearly for this. I'm just saying, you know, there's going to be several warning signs. If someone comes up, walks up, drives up, whatever, there's warning signs there. There are mundane warning signs, and there are magical warning signs. And if there's any doubt, any nanosecond of a doubt, when they go to the back, which is probably where they will choose to break into, if in fact that's what they're there for, I will leave a crystal clear sign of what they're dealing with. I'm just saying. So there's going to be no doubt in anyone's mind when they hit that door, they're going to go, okay, and they're going to have to pause, and they're going to have to think. That's like my warning shot, okay? But her last line is, they don't belong, keep them out. They don't belong, keep them out. And like I said, I'll pause and then I'll go with my 5 sentences. Stormi, I have encouraged as much as possible to pursue her writing. She is a very, very good writer. I mean, I wouldn't hesitate if I had a conference that I had to go to where I had to speak in front of people and I had to prepare, which I have done this before and I have prepared on my own. But like, you know, some of you already know, I struggle a little bit with my words. And sometimes I can be a wee bit blunt. And that's only because I can't flower it up. But I do try. I mean, I do try to be kind sometimes. But certainly if I had a conference that I had to go to and I needed to prepare and I'm like, oh, what do I say? Certainly I wouldn't hesitate to go to her and ask her, well, explain to her, you know, this is what's going on, and this is what I'm going to talk about. Can you help me? If there may be a wedding that you have to go to, that you want to propose a toast, I think, and I know she could probably write a toast that rocks. And again, all she needs is an idea of maybe you, your situation, or whatever. And I certainly wouldn't hesitate to get her to write me another spell. But I hope you guys, you know, I'm going to put a link to her channel in the description box below. I don't think that she has a boatload of videos up, but she is a good, kind, wonderful woman. And I hope you guys, if you see a need arise, or if there's, you know, a spell that you want to do, but you're really not quite sure how to go about it, you know, I'm sure that she could think of something. Anyway, so if you guys are a bit squeamish about hexing and cursing, please don't watch part 2. So I just want to put that out there really, really quickly, because I certainly never mean to offend anyone in anything I say, do, or anything like that. But I hope you guys have had a wonderful weekend, and I hope you stay tuned for part 2. But if not, I totally understand. And, you know, thank you for indulging me, and it's just so nice to chat with you guys. And if you have any questions, certainly please feel free to ask. But with that, I will say merry part, but I so hope to merry meet again. Goodbye, guys.